Good morning, welcome to my channel Travel to Be Happy. Today I am going on a very special journey. This journey is special for multiple reasons. First of all, it's a train ride, and I love doing the train rides whenever I can. Secondly, this train that I'm going to take, it will take me from one end of the Canada to the other. You heard it right. I am going from East Coast to the West Coast on the train, which will take me 4 days and 4 nights. On this train journey, I will be going from Toronto, from the Union Station that you can see in front of me, all the way to Vancouver, covering a total distance of 4,465 kilometers or 2,775 miles. And as I said, it's going to take 4 days and 4 nights to get there, and there are about 65 train stops on the way. So let's get started on this journey. I am very excited. This is my first time doing such a long journey. I have never been to the west coast of Canada, so I'm really looking forward to it. And on the top of it, when I add the excitement of this train journey, my excitement increases manifold. So let's get to the Union Station. I have to do the check-in and get on the train. Right now the time is about 8:40 a.m. and my train leaves at 9:45, so I have about an hour. Before I get in the Union Station, I want to give you a view of the downtown Toronto skyline once again. In front of me right now is the CN Tower, and the building you are seeing right now is the Royal Bank of Canada building. Further up, there are other commercial banks. CIBC right in front of me, TD Bank. Right behind CIBC is the Scotiabank building where I used to work. As I see all around here, it has brought a lot of memories back. I used to walk on this street going from the Union Station to my work and then return back from here to my home. Without wasting any more time, let's go inside. The very first train is the one I am taking all the way to Vancouver. The departure time is 9:45 a.m. and the boarding start at 9:10 from the gate number 16. So here is a small review of the washroom, which is fairly clean and fairly spacious. And this is the bathroom in the economy class. I was not expecting this bathroom to be this big actually, but this is fairly nice and clean, and I hope it continues to be this way all the way through Vancouver. So here is the meal menu on the economy class, and everything is available for purchase. You can pause the video if you want to read the details. We have left Toronto a few minutes back, and today is Sunday, September 5th, 2021, and I would reach Vancouver on September 9th. So bye bye Toronto, see you in about 10 days. As you may have seen in the menu, the vegetarian options are very limited, and in each of the three meals, that is breakfast, lunch, and dinner, there is only one item, and I'll be having basically the same thing every single day. This is the veggie wrap with some salad, and I believe this is some hummus and carrot. So that's how I have to survive for next 4 days. It is not too exciting, but at least the food is fresh. Right now I'm in the dome car, which is like an observation deck for the people in economy class. Similarly, there are other dome cars for the people in the prestige class as well as the sleeper class. Now we are going through a bridge, and this is a spectacular view. I realized that the dome car is much more quiet as compared to the lower section where the seating is. I don't know the reason though. Possibly there is an extra layer of glass. By the way, I purchased this pillow and a blanket set from the train staff here. I believe it may be colder in the night, and even though I have a jacket, I still think a pillow and a blanket would be nicer for a good sleep. The price is $15, which I think is reasonable. One thing which really amazes me is that someone has actually cut through these rocks to lay down the train tracks from one end of the Canada to the other end. If I may also mention that Canada is the second largest country in the world after Russia, if you measure it by the total land area. So this is not a small accomplishment to build the train line through such wilderness. I have been in the dome car for about an hour, and to be fair to everyone, I will go back now to my seat. Here comes my dinner, vegetarian chili with a butter bun, some butter, mashed potatoes, and some vegetables. Now, due to COVID, the options are very limited. The quantity of the food looks good, and I hope it will keep me full until breakfast time tomorrow. So, this is the train I am on, Via Rails, the Canadian route connecting Toronto to Vancouver. The station name is Capriol, and the stop here is for about 10 to 15 minutes for people to stretch their legs. Someone who wants to smoke, they can smoke. I'll go inside and see what's in the station. I'm in the station now, and other than the counter, there is nothing. Not even a vending machine, just the washrooms. This city, Capriol, it's about 276 miles or about 450 kilometers from Toronto, and we have been traveling for almost 10 hours now. So you can have an idea how big of a province Ontario is. And it seems like until maybe tomorrow late morning or early afternoon, we would still be in Ontario, and from there we will cross into Manitoba, where the first big station would be Winnipeg. This is the train car I am in, number 8129. Talking about the dinner I had a little while ago, I liked the food, the quantity was good, and the best thing is the food is freshly prepared. So the train staff, they would come take your orders, and the chef would prepare the food, and then they will deliver it to your seats. And I find it very good because it's not like a prepackaged food that they are serving here or selling here. You can also see the leaves have started changing color, which is an indication that the fall is coming soon in couple of weeks. Once we get to a station where we have a longer stop, I will go to the front of the train and capture video of the engines. From the dome car I could see the train possibly has two engines. Later on I'll capture a video to show you from the front how the train looks like. So now I'm getting back on the train. I think the time is almost up. So here is my train, how it looks from the inside. One thing I would like to share about the trains in Canada, usually the trains, they share the track with other type of trains such as the freight trains, and freight trains always have a preference to cross at any given signal. So that's the reason, my train is stopping every now and then for a few minutes. These freight trains or the goods trains, they are very long. They can easily have on an average of 100 containers or 100 cars attached to them, and may even extend up to a mile in length. It's been almost a minute since this freight train has started passing us, and it is still not done. So I'm not sure how much longer it is left, but I'm hoping we'll be getting on to our journey soon again. Right now I'm in the dining car, but because of COVID, no eating is allowed here. You can just sit and relax. I'll just give you a quick view how it looks like. And the stairs you are seeing, they are to the dome car where I was earlier in the day today. And this is the passage to the next car. I would like to end my day one on the Canadian train here. Overall, the journey has been comfortable so far. I have been on the train for almost 11 hours, and it doesn't seem or feel as daunting as it may sound. The seats are comfortable. I can walk through different cars. I can go to the dome car, which is right behind me, and I plan to go there later tonight and probably early morning when it is not too crowded. I still have 3 full days and 3 nights after tonight to go on the same train, and I'm very confident and very hopeful that the train would go through a lot of scenic places that I would be able to capture on my video as well as enjoy it live. Now for me, this was something I wanted to do for last about 7 to 8 years when I first came to know about this train. Now depending on your preference, you may want to go with the economy class like I went. The sleeper class fare is close to $1,800 including taxes, but it does come with your own personal cabin for one person or two person depending on your preference and how many people you are traveling with. and it includes 3 meals a day. In the economy fare, there is no meals included, so I'm paying for everything that I'm eating. Now the fare difference between economy class, that is close to $315, and the sleeper class, that is around $1,800, it's too much for me. I did some analysis, and even if I spend, let's say, $15 per meal and I eat like 4 meals a day, I will still end up paying only about $600, including the fare for this ticket. So paying additional $1,200 just to be in the sleeper class personally was not something I wanted to do. And I also analyzed that the $1,200 I'm saving here, I can pay for my hotel accommodation in Vancouver. So this is something I analyzed before booking my tickets and making reservations. But depending on how comfortable you are being in an economy class, especially during COVID, the train is almost full. I think there are maybe 4 or 5 seats in the car which I am in that are empty. No one is sitting next to me, so which is something good. I don't know how long that's going to be, since we still have a few major stops coming along the way. I would like to end my day 1 here. I hope you enjoyed and would continue to enjoy the remaining 3 days of my journey. Have a good night, and I will join you tomorrow morning again. Be safe.